So we have enjoyed 27 years of democracy, and the theme this year, on the anniversary of our first democratic elections, is the year of Charlotte Maxeke, the meaning of freedom under COVID-19. It's been 150 years since Maxeke's birth. What lessons does the life of this pioneering woman, the first black African woman to get a degree, a woman who in 1902 insisted on the participation of women in church and political meetings, have for us today? Now, Beauty of the Heart, The Life and Times of Charlotte Maxeke was written by Zubeida Jaffer in 2016. The award-winning journalist, author and activist joins me now. Zubeida, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm wondering why you wrote Beauty of the Heart. Charlotte Maxeke's story is phenomenal, but what specific aspect of her story grabbed you and wouldn't let go until you told her story?
Sally, it was completely by chance. I saw a poster at the University of the Free State advertising a memorial lecture, and I realized that I knew very, very little about this woman. And I followed up, and it ended up with me having to, or agreeing to research and write the book.
So this is a woman born 150 years ago this year. I'm just wondering, what for us, 27 years into our democracy, we're in the middle of a pandemic, we're mired in state capture. The president himself is due to speak at the commission tomorrow for the ANC's actions. What do you think she would have made of 2021?
She wasn't, during her time, she wasn't allowed to study at university in her country. She saw the 1910 Union, she saw the 1913 Land Act, she saw a host of really awful and difficult moments in our country. And yet through all of that, and I want to link it to what's happening today, through all of that, she still set out to be the best version of herself and to help others become the best versions of themselves. She did not shrink or hold back. She was forthright, and she spoke out against whatever she saw was wrong within her community and in the broader society. Today we're seeing the awful, the terrible, behavior of a sector, of a section of our society that has chosen to be corrupt and chosen to behave in an undignified manner. And the question for us must be, do we follow Charlotte Maxeke's example and push through and persevere, or do we throw up our hands in despair and, just go down into a pit of bleakness and despair?
Yeah, and I think that you put such good context that she had enormous obstacles to overcome. And there is that phrase, I think it's come the hour, come the man, but perhaps it's come the hour, come the woman in her case. What advice do you think that she would give us as a country at this point, apart from what you've mentioned, that we've just got to carry on?
I end the book with something she said a year before she died, and she died just a month after the declaration of the Second World War, which means she even saw that beginning of that, which was a difficult time in history. She said, "Kill the spirit of fearful jealousy, and kill the spirit of tribalism, because that is going to tear us apart and pull us into pieces." That she said in 1938, a year before she died. And I think it applies now too, that that people are putting their jealousies and their acquisitiveness above the benefit or the collective benefit, and we are seeing dog eat dog,
Yeah, absolutely.
The elephants are fighting, and, it's just the rest of us, all of us who are, who are being trampled underneath. And it's unfair, and it's wrong, and it's, but we have to make the choice. We can, as I said, we can be obsessed with this, and just be drawn down into that dark pit of unbecoming behavior, or we can say to ourselves that we're going to choose to, like Charlotte did, to persevere, to be patient, and to do the best for our families and our communities every day.
And then finally, I want to talk to you about Freedom Day and freedom for you personally. And I'll bring this back to your creativity, because it's quite fascinating what you've done around taking back ownership of your books and establishing your own publishing house. I want to know why you did that and what has it meant to you?
Well, I've got 3 books that span 150 years of South African history. And, you know, because of COVID, my daughter said to me, "Mom, what's going to happen if you die? I wouldn't know where to start." And I realized all my books are all over the show in different publishers. And so we decided to create a business vehicle, Sally, in this climate of economic difficulty, and to set up Number 10 Publishers, and to bring all my work under one roof. And that we have achieved, and we are taking our chances and doing our best.